Unspoken Travels, we're going our way.
Unspoken Travels delves into the often overlooked stories of foreigners facing unexpected challenges upon arriving in the USA. These narratives encompass heartbreak, disappointment, and encounters with obstacles such as bureaucratic hurdles, societal rejection, and in some instances, abuse leading to homelessness. However, the show also highlights the resilience and determination that enable them to overcome adversity and ultimately thrive.
Welcome to Unspoken Travels. Today's episode, we conceal the face of our guests to protect family relations. Let's get started. Welcome to Unspoken Travels. Tell us, in what year did you come to the United States?
In 1994.
1994.
Yeah.
And you came to the United States to stay with whom? It's a family member?
Family. I still have family.
A family. Yeah. Okay. Tell us about that experience. Did you come undocumented?
Actually, I came undocumented.
Yeah?
Yeah.
At what age?
How old I was? 94. I was 24 years old.
24.
Yeah.
Okay. So, what was your first job landing in the States?
Well, it was. I remember I didn't have any documents, so I did odd jobs. Yeah.
Like what?
Like I would go with a friend, or they would send me out with somebody they know just to go until one of my family members, which was my aunt, found somebody who I used their social. So I used that to get a job.
Oh, you wasn't scared at no time if you were caught using someone else's social?
In the beginning, yes, but after a while I got comfortable, so I wasn't even worried about it.
But the wrong things always get comfortable.
Yeah, so I wasn't even worried. After a while.
So at that year, using someone else's social, that was common?
I didn't know until, even on the job, I ran into 2-3 guys who was doing the same thing that I was doing.
Oh.
Yeah.
And they was also from the islands?
Yes, there was. Different country. Yeah, different country.
All right, so with that being said, how was the living arrangement at your home?
Well, actually, these are people who came back home, who I actually took care of when they came on vacation. So what it was...
You took care of them when they came back on vacation. What do you mean by take care of them? Explain.
I would base my job, which I had, I would base my holidays.
You would take your holidays to
accommodate them,
right, to the event.
Right. So I'll bring them everywhere they want to go. Because remember, the rules are very narrow. Some people don't really, they cannot drive. They think they could drive, but they really cannot drive. So you bring them places, you do every...
What island is that?
I'd rather not say. Because if you really listen to my story, you bring you down there.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's why we are protecting your face to save relations.
Right.
Okay, I understand. So going forward, you were saying a while ago that you took them, took care of them, took vacation.
With job,
Before you came to the States, that's what you were. Your family's coming down, you take vacation, you take them all over the place, you make sure they're okay. So you're saying you didn't get that same thing when you came here?
Well, I was expecting more because when they came home, they sold me a story like whatever it is I was doing back home, they had a better life for me if I came here.
Oh, wow. So what you see on TV is not what you found when you got here?
Right.
The story they told you,
Right.
it was totally opposite.
Right.
All right, so tell me what was opposite to what they told you? What you?
They all made it seem like life was that terrible at home, and my little job that I have was like at the bottom of the barrel. And then if you come here, you'll be elevated. But it was the opposite. Because in actuality, I was doing very good back home. So when I came here, I see whatever it is they were saying is not even true.
So
And they wasn't even the same people that you would see when they came back home.
they're not the same people. I don't understand.
Their attitude was different.
So as soon as you came to live or you came on vacation?
They actually pulled me away from my job.
So you come to
Yeah,
America,
you
please,
yeah.
let's do
You
this.
can't come. Yeah. And it was nothing like.
So what changed in the house living with them that was so dreaded?
I was not working in the beginning. And I thought it was okay because they present themselves like they got everything. Don't worry.
Let go.
Yeah. But as days went on, they'll come home after work and, oh my God, work. Every word that came out of their mouth, oh, I'm tired of working. I wish I could sit at home and,
So you think they threw that for you?
yes, sir. Yes, it was. We have a little 3-year-old girl and we drink all the juice in the fridge and stuff.
What do you mean by you drinking all the juice in the house? The juice is not there to drink? I don't know.
On your way home, you probably buy something. And there's those boxes, minute, drop down juices that you'll buy and come home with it. And I guess they do the same, I do the same when we come home. But they will talk, and you know it's directed to you. Yeah. Talk to the 3-year-old and ask the 3-year-old what the response.
So they're asking the 3-year-old. So they asking her, why you drink the juice?
Yeah.
And they know it's not her.
Right.
They know it's you.
Right.
But they just don't want to go direct.
Right. And then you hear them on their phone talking to their friends. But you know it's directed towards you.
Wow. So how you felt knowing that you took so much good care of them when they came on vacation,
Right.
and now you're staying there, you're not working at the time, and they're saying you're drinking all the juice in the fridge, they calling their friends on the phone, and they putting you down as the worst. What was going through your mind?
You know, sometimes you think that too shall pass, so your days you get up and you be up and they getting ready to go to work and you pretend like you're sleeping because you don't even want them to know that you're really up. Because remember now that you're in their living room, they act like you're actually in their space. They the ones that ask you to be here, but then they treat you like you the one that wanted to be here. Yeah. So you have to pretend like you're sleeping, and when you're actually up, and you listen to the stuff that they're saying.
They come through the door, you act like you're sleeping.
In the morning when they're getting ready to go to work.
So when they come at night, what do?
You actually have to be home. Either in the lobby or something when they come, because you'll ring the bell and if you get stuck outside, you'll ring the bell and they'll pretend like they was in the shower or something.
So why didn't, with all of this, why didn't you say, listen, I had enough, let me pack my stuff, head back home?
Because you see, when you make a decision to do certain things, sometimes it's hard for you to just take up. Because remember, you're walking away from one thing and moving on to the next, hoping that, right, because they presented that as that is better than what you have. And sometimes what you have is way better than, because sometimes you see stuff on TV and you get caught up with it. not knowing that what you have is way better than what is being presented.
So,
At no point you felt like having a conversation with them? The feeling bad as you they make you feel. You didn't one time say, let me have a conversation with them?
Yeah, but how do you approach people when you know that they believe in God, one?
so they say.
Yes. Yeah. So then approaching them is even harder because you respect these people, you know. Remember, they are much older than you are, and we was raised in the Caribbean. We were raised to respect our elders. So sometimes it's even harder to even go to, just to even go to say, oh, I know it's me you was talking about last night. I said, no, you know that. They wouldn't even say yes it was you, because they keep dropping Bibles.
So how long you stayed at the house unemployed?
Well, I came in, it was around Labor Day time, so it's like September. By January, when January came around, they gave me a social. So I had somebody else's social to work on. But with that, they was taking, I was trying to remember how much money I was actually, because we're talking a very long time ago. But I know that they was taking at least $200 out of the money, because remember I'm using somebody else's.
So they deducting that automatically.
Right,
When you get your pay, you got to get 200.
right.
Right.
And how much you had to give in the house?
Well, the money that
That
came.
covers that.
Right.
Okay.
Well,
So
I
his
even
salary
tell
was
you,
About how much a week?
it was let's say 500. So I had like $300 for myself, but they had $200 of my
at that
At point you started contributing to the house.
I don't even think they think that was contribution. Because
But they just taking that
they
from God.
behave like they deserve that. Because they was still talking like,
No, what I'm saying,
They're taking that for the card. Let's say
Right.
that's the card money,
Right.
right?
Right.
They're looking probably now for you to contribute for the juice.
right.
Yeah, the milk. And did you give extra for that?
You know what really happened? I met the super one day.
But Bill,
Right. And he was like, that's your family? And I said, yes. I was like, oh, they're mean. I said, no, I don't think so. But I knew they are. I was like, nah, I don't think so. He was like, oh, and because $1,000 a month is preferring for that apartment, you know how long they live in there. I was like, yeah. So, then I did the math and I realized $800 of my money was, so they basically was,
So every week they will take two.
Right.
2 times 4 is 8.
right,
right?
right. That's 4 weeks.
Right.
Yeah.
So practically they were only chipping in $200. If the rent is at
That was
Right.
Right.
evidently they were only chipping in 200. So you was actually paying for the apartment.
For everybody to live.
How many persons was in the house?
Well, she was really my aunt and husband and the little baby.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you found that out. What's the next move?
I wanted to get out of there. I met a girl, but I couldn't even bring her to the house because they're religious people. And then she couldn't bring me by her because of her relationship with her family. So I was trying my best to find a place. It was very hard. So I decided to go back home.
So you went back home.
Yes, I did.
So you went back home at what age? Huh.
In a year.
And you stayed in your island for how long?
Well, I remain there. I came back in about 2005. Yeah, 5. In 2007 I got married. So 2005.
So you just got up one morning and made that decision?
I go back because everything for me was I was structured. As young as I was structured. It's just they sold me a dream, so I chased it. But I was structured. I had everything for that. Even to this day, I still have my little.
So tell me, which one of your worst experience you encountered here in the States?
The fact that they was taking 800 miles from me, and they put a lock on the fridge.
On the what?
On the fridge.
Refrigerator?
Yes, sir.
They locked it.
Yeah.
They took
Chain.
After you drink
All
the
the juices, they realized they got to lock that stuff.
Yeah, but that was coming out of my money.
You was paying for the juice too.
I mean, I don't know, man. If you give somebody $200, and it's only.
He was really paying for the apartment.
yeah.
Wow.
And it's people that you base you honor, you kinda you say you look up to them a little bit. So whenever they
disappointed you.
yeah, they actually did. That's why I asked you to. Because I still have a relationship with them.
Well, that's why you asked to conceal.
Yeah.
Because you still
You is respectable.
No,
you don't want to.
Cut no ties. It was what it was, and you just.
but not only that too, some people would deny it and say that I'm lying and stuff like that.
You might get them on set. They will say you lying.
That's fine.
If you bring them in,
Yeah.
Is it your story the truth, or their story gonna be the truth?
the little girl is more honest than them, you know. A little girl is more genuine than they are.
You still
Yeah.
I'm good.
rapping with a kid.
Yeah.
Especially a little older.
Now and
So, someone coming to the United States,
Or you tell them,
what would you tell them to expect?
if you have a simple job, like if you work in the bank or credit union, whatever it is, whether you get a check fortnightly, however you get it, whatever you do, sometimes you're better off if you come, you shop, you make your 2 barrels and you go back home then. Yeah, because everybody changes, they lie, they sell a story and it's not, it's nothing how they present. They make it seem like you walk around this place and they come with a big chain, it don't belong to them. You're better off if you're there and you're structured. But if you're coming here, because most time you find strangers that's gonna be more genuine to you than.
Than your own family.
yeah.
So if you don't come here, at least know what you're getting to, know the people and actually the character of the person.
But as you said though, as far as you said, that's not the people that you thought you knew. So thinking that you come into somebody genuine, that could always change. That could always be just.
That's a problem. That's a problem because it goes both ways, you know. It goes both ways.
So how would they know?
It's not even you, the person that's coming could just be as dangerous as they are. Because I never expected them to deal with me on that level, but based on how I dealt with them. I admire them growing up. She's my aunt, she's my mother's sister, and
So you never told your mom about that? About your situation?
yeah, but my mother pushed it to the side. I feel my mother know her sister is me, but like she just said, yeah.
Well, you heard it. Unspoken Travels, thank you for coming.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Unspoken travels, we going our way.